Clouds of smoke covered the world-famous Venice boardwalk this morning from a fire that started at a homeless encampment. For more than a year now, the NBC4I team has been reporting on the growing problem of encampment fires as part of our Streets of Shame series. Tonight, investigative reporter Joel Grover found that these fires have been breaking out with alarming frequency lately, and they threaten both housed and unhoused residents.
This was what got the attention on the Venice boardwalk this morning of joggers and passers-by. Flames shooting out of this building, which the fire department said started in this homeless encampment next door. Venice residents tell me they're used to seeing encampment fires, but none like this one.
It was only a matter of time until something of this scale happened.
We first met Venice resident Alan Parsons last fall when the I-Team revealed data that showed the number of fires in LA connected to the homeless was up 82% from the year before. Parsons was worried about all the propane tanks and barbecues at many homeless encampments.
Fire hazard, 100% a fire hazard.
Unhoused residents told us flammable materials aren't the only cause of encampment fires. Tent goes up in flames, what's the cause?
Usually a misunderstanding over money or drugs.
The problem could be getting worse. In just the first 2 weeks of this year, roughly 58% of fires in LA, more than half of all fires, were flagged as being related to homelessness, according to an LA City fire official.
It's putting the unhoused residents at risk. It's putting the housed residents at risk.
Residents like Parsons have asked the city to resume doing regular encampment cleanups, which it stopped doing when the pandemic began, leading to bigger and bigger piles of combustible materials around many tents. Many homeless advocates call those cleanups inhumane because homeless people are forced to temporarily move their possessions. Yesterday, City Councilman Mike Bonin introduced a new motion urging the city to do cleanups where it would be optional or voluntary for the homeless to move their belongings, and even hiring the homeless to help clean up encampments.
If you look behind me, this is what optional gets you. Tents that are now overflowing from the sidewalk into the streets.
The I-Team asked to speak with Councilman Bonin today, but he was not available. In the meantime, residents say they're worried the fire problem could get worse as the weather cools down and more people light fires and barbecues in their tents to keep warm. For the I-Team, I'm Joel Grover.